camera?
It's recording?
Yeah. All right, guys. Just before we get too into this, I would like to mention that in previous classes, we already know the sums of the angles and the interior angles of a triangle, which is, can you remind me?
180.
Yes, 180. And we've touched on triangles that are congruent. If two triangles are congruent, what does that mean?
Similar.
Well, congruent first, we've also touched similar too.
Well, congruent means they're the same in size and angle.
Yes, and what if they're similar?
Similar and ratio of sides.
Ratio of sides, yes. Okay, that is going to lead us into this first. I feel so confident. Sure, right?
Wow, she's stapled.
Okay, this is not
stapled.
focus on the first page.
Here's an extra.
All right, guys, you're going to work in pairs for this. All right, this is what happened. Ruby, she was sailing on a nice boat. She was having the time of her life, and then boom, a storm hit. Very sad, right? And she got knocked unconscious, and she wakes up on her boat, and then she realizes she's taking water fast. And so she looks out, she sees a buoy. So she swims to that buoy because she knows she can't stay on the boat. So when she's on the buoy, she knows she's got two options. She's got to find land, or she's got to wait for someone to come and rescue her. She doesn't know when that's going to be. So what she sees is a lighthouse in the distance. So what she realizes is she swims out from the buoy and lines up the top of the buoy with the top of the lighthouse. She can figure out if she can make the swim all the way to the lighthouse, or if she could stay at the buoy. So your job is to figure out, can she make that distance or not, with what you know about similar triangles. And you can look at the exact dimensions on the paper, they list them there.
So we recommend you guys draw a picture to help you solve this
Yes.
problem. Feel free to use GeoGebra, feel free to use the whiteboard space, the walls, the table, feel free to draw with pencil and paper, we gave you room. However you guys want to do it, just let us know if Ruby can safely make it to shore.
And make sure you have a good, solid justification for why you think that, because you will be sharing.
Absolutely.
Let's see.
I love your drawing, Gary, and how you knew exactly what that buoy looked like. Because that is exactly what the picture looks like on mine too.
Oh, really?
Yours too. This is wonderful.
That's fantastic. That's a pretty nice lighthouse. Is he?
We gotta be going for the electronic. There we go.
Or towards land.
Think about that. If she's swimming towards land, and then she looks up, can she still see the buoy in the lighthouse?
Oh, she's got them both in the same frame.
Well, that is actually a pristine buoy.
Right, that's what I said. It's like art.
I'm not gonna tell you guys
Maybe
why.
we'll share it later, right? That's a good buoy.
Thank you. Well, I have to get the problem right before I.
Before we get too confident.
Right.
So if you do want to use calculator, that's absolutely fine.
Completely okay?
Yeah, so we,
I
everyone has a
can not
computer,
bring
right?
Oh, I know now.
Love that sound. Oh, good. Did you reach your fingers under there?
I would like to.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Verbo, so it's gonna take me. Yeah, sorry.
So what does the 400 represent now?
Oh my gosh. How come? Didn't do that.
make sure you're
I
on the
was
same
like,
page.
that doesn't look right.
Well done.
Have you decided if she's gonna do it?
Yeah, she could do it.
When's the ice cream back?
Well, you don't know why.
I think this is a discretionary argument, so.
All right, where is she when she figures?
I know I think I know what you're asking me, but.
All three of us are 17 and I'm 17. Wow. So, essentially what we wanted to go over here is,
Really enjoying the attention to detail you got here. These dotted lines and
The light actually flashing.
well, how else would you see it? It's kind of foggy, I'm guessing, if there's a storm.
It's true, it's true.
With the way, the chances of it being by a shark.
Yeah, I think that can be part of your decision. There's a lot of factors in play here, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for, there's not much of a chance that happens unless you bleed in.
It's true. I once read more people die each year from coconuts falling on their head than shark attacks.
Yeah, or
It's true.
drain machines. Oh, you did it.
And what we want you guys to start thinking of and talking about is, what are some distances that you travel?
Yeah, absolutely. You may want to use a calculator. No, you can do it by hand, but.
Really?
Yeah. I think that you need to switch.
Yeah.
Put it in that hand.
I'm trying to figure out here.
Trainer, you're.
It's
Oh,
400. Isn't the 400, it's 400 feet tall? This looks about 15 feet tall. So that's right. That can't be right now. Whoever answers it.
So she's 50 feet, she's not at the buoy.
So.
Correct.
I don't-
She's 50 feet from the buoy.
That's what you're saying.
Oh, you get your 400. 15.
How's our timer doing? Did we start one?
Oh, do we gotta go the next
You
time?
have.
Yes, you have about 12 minutes.
Oh, cool, awesome.
Cool. Okay, so we're right on pace, actually.
50. Right?
Okay, yeah.
Doesn't it give me the same thing?
Oh! This is totally not what I'm supposed to be doing.
What made you say that?
This is not what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be having two triangles. For some reason, I was focused on finding that link. I don't know why.
Oh, all of our visual distance to the left.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's all right. That's all
Okay.
right.
You guys can continue, it's gonna take me a
So,
minute.
we have the same.
Oh!
If you wanted to find that visual distance, what would you have needed to know?
There.
How far from the buoy to the lake?
5 and 4 is 20, and we got 3 zeros. So those are, so yeah. Now, times 10.
There you go, good.
It's yours, you're almost done.
That's what I got. What do you think?
Honestly, you can go ahead and continue without me.
I like the percentage calculation there.
Well, that's taking out short, right, short forty.
Yours.
He's still working.
Well, I have an answer now.
Oh, thanks.
Okay.
I think we're ready.
Yeah, because I was completely doing the wrong thing.
We're gonna do about 1 more minute, so if you guys want to start formulating in your mind how you'd like to present your solution, remember that just because you have a numerical answer doesn't necessarily mean you have your full response. We'd love to hear some of your reasoning for why you would recommend yes or no Ruby attempt to swim to the lighthouse. She's had a rough day.
And she still has her.
She does have goggles, that's actually, I didn't notice that. That's pretty good attention to
And the
detail.
swim cap, you got the.
The swim cap's important because she doesn't want her hair to get in that ocean water.
And
It's actually a non-porous swim cap, yeah. It's gonna help her with her swimming.
I can't believe she brought her swimsuit.
It's really nice blue water.
She's on a boat, who doesn't have a
That's
swimsuit on a
That's
boat?
true, that's true, that's true.
And
What
those
I'm
are-
surprised is she didn't like pack any supplies or anything, cause you don't know how long you're gonna sit on
Like
that buoy.
flares or like a radio.
Maybe the flares and the radio fell off in the storm.
Yeah,
She
right.
woke up and it's just a boat full of water. She still off.
Well, that would-
Well, at least
She did get knocked out.
She's been out for a
That
while.
could've been bad.
But
She
the
could've drowned.
goggles stayed on.
Exactly.
That's all that matters. Safety first. She could have lost an eye. She didn't. Okay. So,
We'll get this out.
Okay.
do we have anyone who
You
would?
guys said yes?
Wait,
Oh, I was saying.
It's all right, hey, no, it's
Well,
okay.
I have
Listen,
different
no,
answers to
that's
that
important.
question. I'd like to hear a yes first, because it sounds like we've got differing conclusions. Does anybody want to share their yes?
I don't care.
I got the yes, but I gotta finish reading my little thing here.
Okay, okay.
So,
All right, do you want to share that?
Yes,
Yeah.
so I.
Can you actually show everyone your drawing, because it's very neat.
you guys don't wait too long. I like yours better.
I'm just kidding.
All right. So can you explain your process? What you
Yes,
did?
so I drew this wonderful buoy and the lighthouse and created two right triangles.
Mhm.
And I knew the buoy was 15 feet tall and she was 50 feet away, and the lighthouse was 400 feet away. So I set up a proportion and figured out that the lighthouse was 1,333 feet away. So,
Can I ask, how did you know you could set up a proportion? What meant you were allowed to do
because
that?
they're similar triangles.
Can anyone say how you know the triangles are actually similar? What did you use to deduce that? And that could be
She
anyone.
has the same angle and they're both right triangles.
So they're both perpendicular to the water.
Okay, so we have a 90-degree angle. We have.
Oh, wait, just
angles the
kidding, she
same.
can't make it. She can't make it. Never
Why?
mind.
Oh, we got some
I
switching
changed-
sides. That's
I
okay.
changed my mind.
But
She
just
cannot.
Wait, why can't she make it?
Because the lighthouse is too far away.
Too far away, it's actually 13 feet.
She cannot handle it.
yeah.
She would say
13
answer.
feet is a
So I'd love to
little
open this up for debate in a moment, but I am just curious. I'd like to finish the thought. So we have the angle looking up is the same, and we have the right angle. So what can you conclude about the third angle?
It's the same.
Because the angles, what do we know about the three angles? So.
180 degrees.
So as long as we know two of those angles, that's that angle congruence, and then we have similarity. Awesome. So yeah, I'd actually love to hear some debate. Abby, you also said no. Why would you say no?
Because I did similar, my picture looks different.
Yeah. Would you like to share everybody your picture? I like that yours is electronic.
Okay, so this is my picture, but the way she did it, she has like the triangle, like this triangle, like flipped in inside of this one, but I did like two separate ones.
Okay.
But the proportions, it looks like, are the same, and the answer's the same, so. And I said she couldn't either because it was further than, the distance she can safely.
So both of you did 15 over 50 equals 400 over x. Did you two use the exact same proportion?
I used that one. Jack tried to make me change it, but I
What did
went
you use
back.
for your proportion, Jeff?
I don't know mine's right, but it's 400 over 15.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So in that case, we could say that, so if we're drawing this situation, right? Wow, this marker is tight, okay. So you use the height of the lighthouse and the height of the buoy?
Me?
Yeah?
Yeah,
And you use that as one ratio. And what was your other ratio?
yeah. The length,
Uh-huh.
then I use the bigger length over the 50. So
Does that
that's
make
what
sense
would be-
that he would be allowed to do that? He did height over height equals length over length? So that would still work. Whereas it sounded like a lot of you, what was the ratio again? 15 over 50? So you guys did the 15 over 50. So you did small triangle ratio. They're similar. So then you also did the 400 over x. So as you can see, there's more than one way to do these, right? As long as we maintain proportion.
But you guys said she could.
Yeah, why'd you say she
would
could?
you
Because
say
there's
that?
13 more feet.
Because the way I see it is
Uh-huh.
either she's gonna sit on that buoy and wait for
Yeah,
certain
this
death,
is true.
or she's gonna have to swim a 13 extra feet and possibly survive.
Yeah.
Okay, but what
there
is
other
on
factors
the
at play?
lighthouse than on the buoy?
You're on dry land. And if there's a lighthouse, there's likely civilization nearby.
Okay, but-
So are there other factors at play affecting whether or not she can swim the distance?
The weather.
How bad the storm is, possibility of sharks.
Sharks,
Sharks.
vending machines.
Vending machines in the water. You gotta watch out for those.
I just wanted, something I noticed was that it looks like, I can't, what does your picture look like, Tim?
We both did the same. Gary's just.
Okay. I don't, it looks like I read it differently than everyone else, just because, like, the way I saw it, or in my head, like, she was in the middle of the buoy in the lighthouse, and she was trying to figure out which one to go to, and then, like, on that picture, there's, like, the buoy closer and then the lighthouse further away, so I'm curious if, like, we actually looked into the angles, if they would be the same with the way I did it, like if I reassessed. Because I feel like if she's in this spot and the buoy's here and the lighthouse is here, with the lighthouse being so much higher, like I feel like the angle would not be the same.
So it's
that
very
make
hard, she's eyeballing it, right?
Yeah,
And if the buoy's in the water, right, so wouldn't it be doing this?
right, exactly.
So she's eyeballing everything, she's estimating the distances. She knows she can swim about a quarter mile, so she must be a swimmer of some sort.
Right.
But she's not estimating all her distances. It's a lot of risk, and she's already hit her head
How was she
Yeah.
working this stuff out? Was she like a clean paper, piece of paper?
Exactly. So you're prescribing advice to her.
Sure.
You're her
What's
guardian
our
angel. You're her guardian angel prescribing advice based
I'm
on her
like, go,
estimations.
swim.
So one thing I would like to throw out there, so I agree, it is a little further, and it is risky, but she could probably go for it. What if she swam the 50 feet to the buoy, rested for a bit, and then had less than 1,300 feet to swim?
That's true.
Oh.
True, but she doesn't have anything to replenish her energy.
That's fair.
And sitting on the boat, she'd just be like.
So it sounds like, I think we're gonna agree to disagree on this one.
It does.
But that was really good thinking, guys. I love your drawings, and I really love the way that you work through this and you use your similarity and your proportions. So what we want to do now is we want to move to some similar problems. Are we out of time?
How much time do we have to?
3 minutes.
Do you want to introduce,
Yeah, do we just want to?
do you want to select whichever one you'd like to talk about?
We could just. Okay. All right, guys, we're gonna look at number 2 on here. We're gonna skip number 1 for now.
Oh.
But it has a dinosaur.
I know. You can, if you want, you can quickly clear some of it, but I think you will fly through that.
Okay.
So look at number 2 for me with lovely Felix.
Again, you can represent these however you want, electronically
Yes.
or your markers.
We're having you pick the yard line by picking number 0 to 50, and then we're having you pick the distance
I'll
from.
let you guys actually draw drawings, because when I was doing these, I was just drawing like sticks and lines. And you guys actually have like, very nice.
If you have a point mark on the yard line,
That's how you draft your answers.
but you only need the final point that has the word on the answer. Correct. So, imagine
I know, I heard it. I was like, imagine what.
What's going on, Gary?
I my picture.
Why not?
I did before.
Okay. Is this working over here?
on the opposing 20-yard line, 5 yards south.
This is tough.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, this is a trick question.
What's your problem, Erica?
What do you think?
Why don't you
Because,
share?
okay, this is my problem. They're different angles,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
you can't do a ratio. But, can I keep going?
Keep talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but he's looking at the tree from a 45-degree angle, and this sucker is a right triangle,
Mhm.
which means the other angle is going to be 45 degrees, meaning this is an isosceles triangle. So, the tree is 55 feet tall.
I'm still working on this.
Nice. Nice.
Great. That is some good.
So, Erica, would you like to draw what you're thinking on the board while others wrap up their thoughts?
Sure.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Any color you want. I mean, I like purple. We have 1 minute, so she cannot complete your thoughts.
All right.
But that's okay.
Keep going.
We know what you meant. Do you like to look in both directions?
That's all. Yeah, like, this person's standing here.
Well, does it still help you draw any conclusions?
Yeah,
still-
but it can't.
What does it make you think?
Because if you look at
Let's use
these,
this
they
information.
equal, 110 degrees, and 110
Yeah,
plus
they're
90 is more
tricky.
than 180.
Gotcha. It's a good thought.
No.
Absolutely.
Erica, can you please explain again what you just did, sorry?
Yes,
That's
so
Can everyone listen to Erica for just a moment?
these two are not the same angle, so you cannot create a proportion or anything, like there's no way they could be similar. So, since this angle is 45 degrees and this angle is 90 degrees, we know the total has to be 180. So therefore, this last angle has to be 45 degrees, meaning that it's an isosceles triangle. So if this length down here is 55 feet, then this one also has to be 55 feet.
Thank you so much.
Is that it?
All right, guys,
We
yeah,
are,
guys,
we're out
we're out
of
of
time,
time.
so. Feel free to work through those problems if you want. We had a lot more discussion planned for the next 25 minutes, but
And very challenging. Number 3 is probably.
do I just press the black button in the middle? This recording is going to end with my voice being really close to the mic. Do I press the black button in the middle? Erica? Black button?
The one,
Or
I don't want to break it. Black
yes.